What up?
So, dude,
Episode 52.
vibing.
Vibing, thriving, conniving.
Now, you may not be able to tell by our attire, but today we got a special guest on the episode. We got
do?
Ice Cube on the episode. Bring him out, Ryan. Okay, I'll fuck off.
Yeah, David just gave me, my girlfriend's roommate just gave me the shirt. He's like, "You want this shirt?" And I was like, "I don't even listen to Ice Cube, so yeah, I want the shirt. I want to be a poser."
Do you like the song Today Was a Good Day?
Sure. Today was a good day. That one.
You just got the chorus and that was it? Nothing else?
Nothing else.
You know that song, though.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't know a single other word in that song.
As long as you know what I'm talking about, if you didn't, I would have to end the episode there.
I know the lyric because it's the name of the song.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't remember how it even starts.
Yeah, exactly.
Do I play it and do we just get copyrighted?
Good day. That's fine.
All right.
But dude, in other news though,
no barking from the dog, no smog.
Okay,
and Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog.
I got you're reading it. I could tell. I could tell you're reading it,
but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I want to dig out. Yeah. I know it. I know the song.
All right, dude, you got to tell me. I specifically asked you not to tell me until we record this. You got interviewed by NBC.
Basically, I'm famous,
dude. How much was that bag? You copped a Rari, I heard.
Basically, like they hit me up. They're like, "Yo, do you want the Rari, the Maybach, or
the Rolls,
or a blacked out VW bus?" And I went with the bus.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's fucking random, dude, but really cool.
How did that come about? Like, give me, like, tell me. I want to know exactly what happened.
So I mean, so you know, I've been streaming on TikTok lately. We've talked about it on the episodes. It's been going pretty good.
Yeah,
went from like 10,000 to like 24,000 followers in like 3 months. Just, I'm not saying like to flex, but like just as a metric, like show how good it's been going. Like it's been popping off.
Gotcha.
And the games I've been playing, like we've talked about Suika game where I got to combine the fruits. We've talked about the climbing game, I think, where I've been playing a lot of these like indie games, right? Like,
yeah, where it's very like,
very niche, like rage games, like indie cozy games, indie games. Games that you wouldn't typically like see on like from your average like Twitch streamer or something, you know? So I've been playing these random games, one of which is called Fruit Mountain, which is like basically 3D Suika game where you throw fruits on a plate and you combine them. And basically my stream showed up on a reporter from NBC News' TikTok. They were just on TikTok. They watch streams from time to time. And I popped up for them. And they were writing a story on how these indie games are becoming really popular on TikTok. And it's unlike anything that we've seen in gaming and streaming lately. So it was like basically an article about that, how these games are exploding on TikTok. And it's like this whole new niche. They interviewed like a developer of this game that's not my neighbor. I haven't played it, but it's another one of these like these games are blowing up on TikTok. It's super random, and it'll translate over to Twitch and shit too. So, but they interviewed this one game developer, and they interviewed me as like a streamer who is playing the games. And basically, I was in an NBC News online article.
So he just hit you up and was like, "Can I interview you?" She just hit you up and was like, "Can I interview you?"
Yep.
And you know, you were just like
slid in the DMs and was just like, "Yo, I'm writing this story. Would you want to be interviewed? It'll take 10-15 minutes."
That's cool.
Shout out Callan from NBC News. Callan.
Was it like a Discord call, a Zoom call?
It was a Zoom audio call, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
But you know what's the funniest part?
What?
And I don't know if we've talked about this in the past, but our friend Trellium.
Yeah.
Basically, when we play these silly, stupid games, he will join the call. And he will pretend he's my coach. And it's this ongoing meme where he's like my Suika game coach. And he's been playing pro Suika game for 20 years. Even though the game's been out for 3 years or 2 years or whatever. And so that's a whole big meme. People come in the chat and some people know the meme and some people don't. So some people legitimately think that I have a coach that that I pay to coach me in Suika game. And the funniest part is they put one of my clips of me playing Fruit Mountain in the article. Like it's just embedded in there. And in the clip, Coach is in it. I'm like, yo, Coach, do you recognize this fruit? Like, because we didn't know what the fruit was in the game, like some weird fruit. And it's just so funny because low key, the Coach meme made it to NBC.
That's funny.
And that just can make the meme so much funnier because now we can go on stream and be like, yeah, we in our most recent NBC interview, like.
Yeah, that's funny. That's good. I thought you were gonna say she asked about like how much do you pay your coach? I see you have a coach.
That would have been so fucking funny. I should have brought. It was a huge missed opportunity because in the interview, obviously, I was serious. I was myself. I wasn't memeing. Like I was just being interviewed. It was cool.
Were you high? Were you high in the interview?
Not even a little bit. No.
Damn, that would have been awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, what up, dude? Fuck. But in hindsight, I was like, I should have brought up the coach thing, like, and been dead serious about it. Like, I imagine the article. Sammy C has even gone to the lengths of hiring a coach to become the best at Suika game. He pays him $250 an hour.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been so fucking funny, dude.
That would have been funny. Yeah, damn. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's rad.
So basically, I'm fucking famous now, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty tight.
Damn. That's gnarly. Well, congrats, I guess.
I mean, it's not like this crazy thing where I'm gonna get like crazy followers or something, but it's cool.
I mean, you got a Rari out of it.
I went with the blacked out bus, actually.
Oh yeah, you went with the blacked out bus. Yeah. I forgot. Well, cool. I have a couple things I wanted to bring up. Well, for one, no, let's start with this. I didn't really talk to you about it. I did my first open mic and stand up.
Yeah, you texted me after. How'd that go?
It was actually not bad. I mean, it was to like 10 people. And like I didn't bomb hard.
Did anyone laugh?
At a couple things, yeah.
Multiple times.
The thing that got the most laughs. So there's like a host, there's like a host for the open mic, and like between each act, he would do like a minute of material, like and next up on the list we got blah 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 blah, and like bring up the guy.
Yeah.
The thing that got the most laughs, and this was like the one thing I thought of on the spot. The other things I had jotted down a couple things because it was okay. Let me hold on. Let me back up. Sorry. Let me back up. How it all started was there's a bar like right down the street from where I work. I won't say the name just because I don't want to dox myself and whatever. But there's a bar that I've never even heard of, and I don't know how I heard of it because I drive past it every single day when I'm leaving the shop to go to other jobs. Basically, it's not on the way, but when I'm leaving, I turn like right out of this complex, and the bar is like right on the right, and I've just never noticed it, I guess. Mm-hmm. One of my coworkers, he's like, "Hey," he's like, it was on a, I only work 4 days a week. 10-hour shifts. So it was on Thursday. He's like, "Oh, let's go to this bar," and I'm like, and get a beer after work. And it was a guy. It's a guy that I don't really ever work with, and he seemed in like his first time I've really worked with him on a job site. He's cool, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll go get like a bar with you. Or a bar with you. I'll go get a fucking beer.
Let's go in on a bar together. We'll open one up."
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Sure." He's like, "Oh, let's go here," and I was like, "What the hell?" And I was like, kind of a silly name, and I was like, "There's no way that's real," and it's real. So me and him, we go there and get like a beer or whatever. And then Aaron's roommate, David, I like hit him up. I'm like, because she lives really close to like where I work. And this place is like between where her apartment is and where my work is. I'm like, "Dude, have you heard of this place?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "I'm about to go there with my coworker." He's like, "Bet." He's like, "I could be there in like an hour." And I'm like, "All right." So my coworker leaves and he comes and hangs out, whatever. It's a really weird vibe. We were like the youngest people in there by like 20 years at this point, and this is at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and we're like, whatever. All right, this is kind of a weird vibe. But then all these young people, all the old people leave, and then like a group of like 15 younger people just start kind of coming in like one by one. Maybe about like 20 younger people, more in our age group. And we're like, "Dude, what the?" We're like, "Oh, that's weird." We were just talking shit about all these old people here, and now they left. Now there's all these young people. And then some guy comes up to us while we're sitting there, and he's like, "Hey, you guys here for the open mic?" And we're like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, every Wednesday we do an open mic. Like, you guys here?" And we're like, I mean, and me and him are just like, I mean, I guess we'll stick around and see what this is all about. It seems interesting. And then, anyways, so doing like, a few people go up or whatever. There seemed like there was at least a couple people that do this regular, like they're there regularly because like one older lady went up and everyone like knew who she was and like she was like the local at this open mic thing or whatever. And it was kind of funny. And then like David just turns to me and he's like, "Dude, should I sign up?" Because he's been talking about trying to go do open mics. He's been wanting to do stand up, kind of like whatever. And me, I've talked about it for years and just have never done it. And I was like, "Dude, you should do it." And he's like, "I'll sign up if you sign up." And I was like, "All right, screw it, fine." So he goes and puts our names down, and it's literally just by an order of the names that are written on the sheet. So I'm like, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I got like 15 minutes to get like a couple minutes together or whatever. Yeah. So I wrote
like a 5 or 10 minute set or something, whatever you want. Like,
yeah, I think it's like the max is maybe like 7 or 8 minutes. Because I was up there for exactly 6 minutes 20 seconds, which is pretty good. But so I ran outside really quick. I was like, okay, and I started jotting random things down or whatever. I was like, what can I talk about? What's like current? What's going on? And then I was like, I need a couple other things. So I did kind of cheat a little bit. I went to our Instagram page, which everyone should follow, and I was like, what are good things we just talked about that I could just steal from that and just to give myself a couple extra little bits in there. So there was a couple callbacks from the podcast that I actually
used. Stole my jokes. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, and then and it just things that like clips we had. I just was going, and there was like 3 clips that I found really quick that I was like, okay, that could be funny to like talk about and like whatever. But the one thing that got like a pretty good laugh, I just made up on the spot, like as it had like the host like called me up, and I go up there and I grab the mic and I'm like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey man," I just like look at the host and I was like, "Hey man, I don't know why, but the first thing I thought was you're for sure one of Dan Snyder's friends." And I don't know why that got like the most. You know who Dan Snyder is, right? The whole
yes,
yeah. And he thought that was like the funniest. Like everyone just started cracking up, and I don't know why. I just was.
Dang, like, you just shit on him, dude.
He thought it was hilarious, and that got the most laughs out of like everything I said. But yeah, and David filmed the whole thing. I haven't shown you yet because I wanted to talk to you about it first. But
yeah, if you're watching the podcast, we're gonna throw it in right here. Imagine.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We could. Yeah, it's just, like I said.
We won't, dude. This was for you.
Yeah, I'll show you the clip, though, later. But
oh, yeah, I'm going to see it.
Yeah,
you guys. But no, you can't.
Yeah. So, but.
Oh, bitch. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I did it. And it was all, like, it wasn't, like, planned by any means. We just happened to be at this random bar that I never heard of. And then we did it.
I feel like that's better.
Yeah. It was cool, yeah. And it was just a spur of the moment thing. And David and I we were like, I'm down to go back again, like one of these days. Like,
I mean, this begs the question though: who was funnier?
I don't know. I guess it all depends on.
Damn, you were funnier than him. That's crazy, dude. Get shit on, David.
Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah, it was cool. It was just, I'd never done that, and now I can say that I've done that. And
dang, look at us following our dreams, bro.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a dream, but yeah, it was cool. It was fine.
Basically, you're a comedian now, and I'm a famous creator.
And you're a guy that gets interviewed by NBC. It's crazy. But yeah, so that happened, and yeah. No one knew about it. I didn't tell any of my friends. It just like I said, it just happened.
I feel like that's a better way to do it, though.
Yeah, dude. I don't think I'd ever really invite any of my friends out to come watch me just bomb in front of strangers.
Dude, I don't talk about this that much, but like when I used to rap when I was younger,
yeah,
I did like 2 shows in my rap career, dude.
Yeah,
and in hindsight, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm not trying to relate it to because you're actually funny and like you actually did a good job. I did one show at like this bar, dude. I look back at it and I'm like, oh my god, that was so fucking cringe, dude.
What bar was that at?
Oh, Lucy is throwing up on my carpet. I'm gonna keep the recording going, but give me 1 second. All right, sorry about not really a technical difficulty, but that's what best that we can do is call it that.
It's a dog malfunction.
But yeah, I did this show. It was at like this tiki bar.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah,
okay,
like I think it was called the Tiki Bar.
I think I know where it is. Yeah.
But yeah, basically, I did 2 shows. I did that, and that show I like invited a couple friends out. Like they actually came. There was like 10, 15 people in the whole bar.
Yeah.
And like, I remember I fucked up lyrics and shit. I did like 4 songs or something like that.
Nice.
And that shit was just like, I didn't feel great about it, dude. I don't know. And then I did one other show where it was at this lockout space. And if you're not familiar with what a lockout is, I don't even know if that's the right terminology, but
I think we talked about this when we were doing in the studio with Billy, but you can
maybe, yeah, I want to talk about it again. But basically, the show that was an official show at like a bar, it was dead as fuck. The lockout space was essentially Ryan's band had this I wouldn't call it an office space.
It's like a practice space. It just was like a building that had a bunch of rooms in it,
and you could rent the rooms.
And you can rent the rooms to like practice at any hours of the night, which is what the craziest part of that place was.
And it was honestly all other like musicians and bands.
It was all everybody in all the rooms.
Which just a random ass building, by the way. I don't know how that existed, but some weirdos over there too.
The guy just owned the building, and he was like, "I'm just gonna rent out each room for like artists."
It's kind of smart.
Yeah.
But basically, in the lockout right next to your band's lockout was this other band who like they were like these like trippy. I think the official genre was math rock that they did, but it was this really trippy like band. They all tripped on like drugs and shit
all the time.
They were all on psychedelics at all times.
Well, we used to share a space with them.
Oh yeah,
and we were like, we cannot be sharing like because like it just was like. They were sometimes using our shit or some shit. Like they would just be doing. We would just go in there sometimes to like before we were like, hey, we're gonna practice at this time, and they're like, all right, cool. Or if we're gonna practice at 3, we'd get in there at fucking like 2:50, and they're just like literally like doing mushrooms, tripping balls, and the like crazy loud trippy music was playing, and there'd be like 10 of them just on the floor tripping balls, and we're like, yo, we're practicing in like 10 minutes, and they're like, oh fuck. My bad. Let me get all these random ass people out of here. And we're like,
they were pretty chill though.
They were cool, but it just got really weird. And then finally, we're like, we're gonna get our own room. You guys can do your own thing.
But basically, I knew them from like because I would go every day with Ryan and the homies and shit. We'd hang out and whatever. And
smoke a lot of weed.
Made a lot of unfinished rap songs in there.
Yeah,
where Cameron would make a fire beat and we would do half of a verse and then never finish. But these guys hosted a show in their lockout. Was it when you guys shared?
No, I think we were like separated at that point. But
you guys were like next to each other. But like, basically, they had a show and it was all these trippy bands and shit, all like rock stuff. And then I was like, yo, like, let me do like a little set. And I was just rapping in this show where it was all trippy bands. And that killed.
There was like 30 people in this tiny little room.
Just going crazy.
It was literally the size of a bedroom, basically. Like maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and all these motherfuckers were vibing. They enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those are the end of my performing days.
I don't know where. I know I didn't go to either show. I'm a bad friend. I don't know where I was for.
Yeah, what the fuck? You know how many shows of yours I've been to?
Yeah, true. I know. I know for a fact one of them I was like with my family somewhere, so I just didn't. I like couldn't make it, and then another
convenient excuse.
Yeah. But
glad to know that your performance of art went better.
Yeah, it's still going all right at least. I mean, we haven't played a show in fucking forever.
Are you gonna Wait, are you gonna do it again though?
What?
An open mic.
Oh, an open mic. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I probably will at some point. I don't know. Maybe we'll just randomly like just be drunk at their apartment and be like, dude, it's Wednesday. Let's just go over there because they do it every Wednesday. So we're just be like, fuck it, let's just go and do it. We might. Okay. We've been thinking about it, but it's just whatever. I probably wouldn't do it anywhere else other than that because that place like it was like a weird enough vibe that like no matter what happens, it's like. You're just kind of like, okay.
Even if you bombed, it wouldn't have been that bad.
Even if you bomb, you're like, okay, well, like everyone here is doing pretty, like whatever. So who cares? Like it was like very much that vibe, but it was cool.
You should go on Kill Tony, bro.
No,
If you were in Texas, would you?
maybe. Do you know how hard it is to get on that shit though? Like they have so many names getting written in every time they do an episode.
But you might just get pulled, dude.
Yeah, and then bomb like that would be even. I'd rather bomb in front of 10 people than like fucking
1,000,000.
Yeah. Literally, so many people fucking watch that show. Dude. Fuck that.
But what if you didn't? What if you didn't bomb?
And then I bomb so hard I get put on one of those the worst bombings on Kill Tony compilation videos on YouTube.
Or what if you don't bomb and then they're like, "Yo, we want you to come do this other show, dude," and you're like,
and then I'd be stressed out. I'm like, fuck, I gotta write more shit and stay original.
I like doing stuff. I like doing stuff for fun.
Yeah, same here. I mean, even though I'm like trying to make music like a career and shit, but I'm also like just trying to have fun with it too. Like, don't really care what happens.
I feel like not in a weird way, in a totally normal, healthy way. Mm-hmm. That's how you should do it. Like, dude, I've seen 100%. So many people like, and this is not to say you should not try and do what you want to do, because I think everyone should. Oh, this sounds corny as shit. Everybody should like want to follow their fucking dreams and shit, dude. And everyone should and put effort into it. But I've seen so many people who are like for streaming, for example, people are like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna quit my job and I'm gonna stream, and that's what I'm gonna do." And it's like, dude, like, you need something to pay for the dream, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, I've seen people drop jobs to do like more creative things, and it's like, yeah, that's cool, but like, you can't just start from ground zero and like have it be a job.
Well, unless they have some sort of money income that you don't fucking know about, or some other sort of support system that like is completely that they don't put in the light, because they probably get flamed for that. They'd be like, "Wow,
like you're like their parents or some shit."
Yeah, like that, or just I don't know. Like in the NA, if your parents are willing to like support that, then I guess like good on you.
No, that's fire. Like if yeah,
but also it's like you can't be like 30 years old and be like, I'm just gonna drop everything and move back home and start streaming with nothing. Like I don't know. But if you're like just coming out of high school and your parents are like, "Cool, fuck it, chase it for a little bit," but
that's fire.
Like,
I fuck then that.
Then that's dope. But
yeah, I've seen people drop everything just to like try like to do something where you need to like dude, you ever like there are people like famous like musicians and shit who they have been not famous or successful for like 40 years or something, or like actors and shit. Yeah. And like at the bottom line, if you are doing something creative, like you have to have fun. Like, what is the point if you're not having fun? That's what it is. Like,
it's kind of how I look at it with music a little bit now, more so now for sure than ever, is that I've just been doing it for so long that I'm kind of like, I feel like I've just really gotten to the point where I'm like, whatever happens with it. Like,
yeah.
I think the only bummer part about if nothing did happen is I'm just kind of like, well, fuck, I've been putting so much goddamn money into this shit.
Yeah.
Because it is a fucking money. But it's like also, every time I put money into it, I think I've been better at going into it with the mindset of like, I'm never going to get this money back. And I've accepted that.
Yeah, you got to invest in yourself too.
Yeah.
But even if it is just like a hobby or something, you could pay for your hobbies. Like,
yeah, true.
Like 100%. I want a dope camera. I want a dope computer to play games. Like, yeah, but that's because it's fun.
Yeah. I finally finished my part of recording, thank God.
Oh, the album?
Yeah, dude. I've just been I've been so busy with so much shit, like just past months, and like that's been taking up a lot of time. And just literally driving up to Burbank and literally spending an entire weekend in Burbank, and then literally being there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it's just going straight back to work on Monday.
Yeah.
It's just been fucking brutal, and I'm so happy I'm done. Like, I'm just like, thank God my portion is over. So now we are going to start doing drums next weekend, and that's only going to take like 2 days, and then we're done with it, and we just have to wait for it to be mixed and mastered, and then it's done.
You need me to do the background vocals?
Yeah, I need you to hit like a or whatever.
Yeah, like you're like screaming and I'm in the background like, yeah,
exactly. That'd be sick. But yeah, I'm done with being in the fucking studio for my part. Thank God. I'm just so happy I'm done because time is freed up. Finally, dude, I've just been so busy with everything in life. Like I've never been more busy than I have been in the last like 6, 7, 8 months, and it's great. Like I've been having to like put shit in my calendar for things I'm doing. My life has never been like that. Like, dude, it's got
being an adult, dude.
I know, but it sucks. Like the fact, like you know, like even when you hit me up to hang out the other night, I was like, well, I'm doing this thing, but if you come at this time, and we can then like possibly hang. And like people can't. People used to be able to hit me up, or I used to be able to hit people up and be like, what are you doing right now? And we could figure it out. But now it's like, if people want to hang out with me, it's got to be like, okay, I can hang out.
Fit my schedule.
Yeah, dude. Like literally, and which I don't like. Because then I'm just anxious knowing I have no time for anything other than the things I scheduled. I had no time to just chill. Like, I got to fucking chill last night, which was great. I was home all night. I went to bed early, and I didn't do shit yesterday, and it was
You're
fucking
old
great.
as fuck, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, the fact that, like, my friends can't hit me up and be like, what are you doing tonight? Like, I'm like, oh, I can hang out in 3 weeks from now.
What are you doing in July?
Dude, actually, I'm booked up for July, dude.
Feel like a fucking tattoo artist, dude.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so.
But nothing gives me more energy than a day of just like doing nothing at all. Like I'll wake up, take the dogs out, take a fat shit. I don't know why I needed to include that, but just be at home, just either watching shit or gaming all fucking day, getting high.
Yeah,
those are my recharge days.
Yeah, and I just haven't been able to get too many of those lately, but I've been finally getting to have some, and it's been nice. So there's that. Dude, you know what else I did? So this is gonna sound stupid, but I wanted to talk about this for some reason. But I feel like all my life I've been paying way too much for pants, and they're never comfortable. But just recently, I've just been buying cheap pants, and they've never been more comfortable. And they're the best pants I've ever bought. I bought a pair of pants at Costco for like $15. The most comfortable pants I own.
Dude, compared my whole to wardrobe has become buying cheap, comfy shit.
Dude, like I had a pair. I used to be a Levi's boy with my pants, and I never thought that they were comfortable, but I just bought them because I'm like, they fit and they're good enough. I bought these $15 pair of pants at Costco. Way more. I threw my Levi's jeans away.
They were such good pants that you came home and threw your pants away.
Yes.
Jesus.
Then you know where else I bought pants? Like last weekend? Your alma mater, dude. Old Navy.
Old Navy kind of slaps, dude.
Dude, I went to the Yard House that's over there too with like Aaron, and I was like, I want to just go to like Target, get some cheap pants. I was like, I want another pair of cheap pants because those just seem to be the best. Went to Old Navy, tried some pants on. I was like, these are great. Dude gave me a 20% discount on them too.
For no reason?
I think it was just 20% off everything. Old Navy always has a sale on everything.
We've definitely talked about at some point how I worked at Old Navy for like 3.5 years.
Yeah, and
the deals are fucked up.
Yeah,
it's like the people that did the signage when I worked there.
Yeah,
they had a shitty job, dude.
Every day,
every week, they're changing the big ass signs. It's like, oh, this week 50% off everything. This week 20% off pants. You're like, oh my god. Yeah. And it would just be nonstop busy because there would be a new fucking deal every week. Yeah, and you're like, fuck, dude. I was working here, dude.
So those pants were a little more expensive than the Costco pants, obviously, but they were cheaper than fucking Levi's. And I was like, dude, I was like, I'm gonna buy pants at Costco and Old Navy for the rest of my fucking life.
Bro, I've become a basic boy.
Yeah,
love me some basics.
I know I brought this up, but you wear tank tops throughout the year. Why?
Yep. Big boy, get warm.
There.
Yeah.
But even when it's like cold outside, you'll have a tank top on, but you'll have a hoodie over it.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, all right. If that's
dude,
your thing.
You know what I become?
What?
I become a Kohl's boy.
Kohl's? Okay. Kohl's. I respect that.
Because you know what? Kohl's. When to return something on Amazon with Amazon Prime, you could choose to drop it off at Kohl's, right?
Yep.
So when I return shit from time to time. Samantha more than me. But when we go return shit, you get a little coupon of 20% off your Kohl's purchase just for using them to return. I don't know why it seems like kind of a hassle for them, but every time I get a discount.
they probably get some sort of residual for helping Amazon out return shit 100%.
But yeah, they also got a big and tall section. I'm a big boy. So I go, return some shit, get 20% off some nice fucking pants or some shit. Bada boom, bada bing.
Yep. Dude, killing two birds with one stone.
Dude, I know we're old. We just expressed enthusiasm about Old Navy and Kohl's.
Yep.
Remember when we were young, you'd go to like fucking Vans or Active, dude?
Dude, I saw an Active for the first. I went to a wedding in Temecula like a few weeks back, and there was an Active. There's still an Active out in Temecula. I was like, dude, those stores still exist.
Yeah, shout out to Active Ride Shop, dude. If you're from California, you know what the fuck we're talking about and if you don't, then fuck you.
Active was, and dude, I would wear Active pants,
Active socks,
dude, Active shirts.
Active socks used to fucking slap back in the day.
Yeah. We kept them alive for buying their socks.
Like us too, single-handedly, or double-handedly in this case.
Double-handedly.
Damn, you would skate, but I used to look like a fucking skater. I didn't even skate, dude.
But that was just like the style of California shit,
Fucking stoners and skaters, dude. Even if you don't get stoned or skate, you look like you did.
Yeah, basically. Dude, I miss skateboarding sometimes. Even though I couldn't, if I did it now, I'd be like, bro, if I fall, that's gonna cost me so much.
Dude, when I was in college, I transferred to Northridge from 2017 to 2019, and before that, I hadn't skateboarded it like in 10 years, bro. Something like that. Some crazy shit.
Yeah.
And I lived across the street from the school, so I was like, let me start skating again. I had an Alva board with like custom wheels that were better than the base wheels.
Yeah.
And like I would skate to class, and one time I fucking ate shit, dude.
I remember, I think we talked about
it. And I was a big
once.
boy, so it's like that fucking hurt. I pulled up to fucking class, my fucking knees all scraped up.
Jesus
I'm like, yo, can I go up to the teacher? I'm like, I'll be back in like 10 minutes. Like, and I just went to the bathroom and just fucking rinsed off my fucked up knee. But yeah, and also that school has a bunch of cracks. Yeah. So every time I rode to class, I would just be like, okay, just stay steady. There's a crack coming up. You know this crack. You know the path.
You know this crack.
You know how to get past this crack. Except one time I didn't.
Did you eat shit in front of a bunch of people?
It was in front of like one person, luckily. And they were like, are you okay? And I wasn't. And I was like, yep, I'm good. Like they grabbed my board and shit. I'm like, oh, it's so embarrassing, dude. I'm fucking, 25, 26 at the time? Like, fuck.
Jesus Christ. I wrote something else down too.
Wait, can I just say something that reminded me of?
What?
2017 and 2019, that doesn't sound that far away, like when I say it. That was so long ago, dude.
Dude, I feel like I just like don't really remember the world pre-COVID.
Fuck.
Like,
I'm listening to you, by the way.
You're good. Yeah, I like don't. I mean, I was on drugs, so that probably plays a huge part in it. But like,
I
like
neither,
don't. I mean, it's just the world before COVID just seems like a distant memory.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's getting back to normal.
I mean, it's been getting back to normal.
I looked at Samantha the other day. I'm like, like COVID's like low-key, or the pandemic is low-key just over.
Yeah. People still get it though. I think.
Yeah, but it's like, more like the flu.
It's just, if you get it, it's just kind of like, you're just, now when you get it, you're just like, fuck yeah, I don't gotta go to work.
Nah, the one time I had it, that shit fucking was horrible, dude.
Yeah.
And it was after the whole big wave of it. Like, I got it like 3 or 4 years in.
Didn't you get it like just last year?
Last year, yeah.
Towards the end of last year or some shit?
It was in like July or something. But dude, that shit was one of the worst illnesses I've had. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat.
Damn.
I was fucking dying.
Yeah, I had it once. Yeah, once.
Fuck COVID.
Because I've been sick a couple times since I got it. And I was like, I swear I got it, and then I would test and I don't have it somehow, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, also Samantha had it again, and then I didn't have it, but I was sick.
Yeah.
So like I did have it, but like
Yeah,
but it
but
didn't
you
show
weren't
up.
testing. Yeah, you weren't testing positive.
Now
for it.
it's just being sick. It's the same fucking thing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how fucking gnarly everything got. That was just the weirdest time.
Literally,
also
we
just-
live. Dude, I'm gonna look back to my kids and be like, "Yeah, I lived through a pandemic. You couldn't go outside without catching it, but I avoided it for 3 years." You ever see Fallout? That's what it was like.
Did you watch Fallout?
No,
Yeah, I watched the first 2
I heard
episodes
it's
and
good.
I was like,
Oh, you said it's
I-
awesome.
I mean, I don't know. Everyone's saying it's so good, but I watched the first.
Drunk you the other night said it's ass.
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, this is not for me. I could just tell right after 2 episodes. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Damn.
Yeah,
You heard it here
It's one of
first.
the- like-
Fallout is ass from Ryan.
I mean, it's just one of those shows. Like, I mean, I'm sure you've watched shows where you've just been like, you watch a couple episodes, you're like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, you know what show I did that recently with?
A show.
Suits.
Yeah.
We watched like 5 episodes of Suits, and I was like, then I looked at the Netflix. I'm like, 8 fucking seasons, dude. I don't think I'm getting through this, dude.
I feel like you're not one to do that ever. Like, I feel like you'll tough it out even if a show sucks. Usually.
You know what it is with a show like Suits? I don't know how to explain it with the right way, but Samantha likes shows like this, where it's like
Mhm.
you could tell it's like a network show that was on like CBS or whatever, like every week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Breaking Bad or like The Walking Dead, it's like more gritty and like it almost feels like a movie, like shit like that. But Suits,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, this week, what are the lawyers gonna get into? Like,
yeah.
it's not like there's never gonna be a game breaking like plot hole, like or plot point that like
yeah,
alters your mind, like you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
I also
get
just like
you.
fucked up shit.
Yeah, me too.
I watched a dope ass anime lately.
Which one?
It's called Solo Leveling. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Basically, these fucking portals spawn in all throughout the world, and they have like monsters that come out that live in them and come out of them eventually. But at the same time, these portals spawn, people awakened, which means they get these special abilities. But the whole show, when they go in the portals, is like one dude's a knight, one dude has magic, one dude. It's like almost like it's like dungeon like style like video game vibes, like. But basically, the one dude, he has a second. He's the weakest of all the people who fight the monsters, and he has a second awakening where he gets more powers, and it's basically like a dude. It's like it is real life for them, but it's like a video game, and they're like going into like fight bosses, and the fucking animation's sick. You'll never watch it in a million years, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I'm never gonna watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sick though.
Sounds about right. Well, damn.
I just like fucked up shit, dude. I don't know why.
Yeah, anime just like I don't know. Anime's cool. I respect it and I get it. I get why people watch it, but it's hard. I feel like it's already hard for me to get into shows. Anime is just like a whole nother thing.
I think it took me a while to get through that barrier because I never liked anime ever. And then
It's not that I don't like it. It's just like I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
hit as hard for you as like a real person.
No, it does because I know Attack on Titan's good. I've watched like a season and a half of it, and I was like, "This shit's fucking dope."
Yeah,
But for whatever reason, I never went back, and like I said, dude, I never can explain. But like, why did you just stop? And it's never it was bad. It's always just like I'm like I have no fucking reason why. I just stopped one day.
I've had to kind of come to terms that me and Samantha are just not going to enjoy the same shows a lot of the time, and that's okay.
That's fine. No, that's 100% fine.
We as long as we have the trash reality shows to watch together, that's all that matters. Like we watched the most recent Love Is Blind, dude. Shit is fucked up.
But good, huh?
It's so shitty, but good.
Yeah. Well, I think it's better to be in a relationship where you guys can both watch some shit together if you really want to, but also have your own fucking thing to watch.
Yeah.
Because then that gives you
Freedom,
free space.
individuality,
Also, just
space.
Yeah, and space in between each other where it's like not space where you're like I need space, but more space where it's like
No, space like every person needs space in their life.
I mean, yeah, every space, but space in the sense of where you're gonna be like, if I'm like, I'm just gonna stay home and do my thing, or if Aaron's like, I'm gonna stay home and do my thing, she's just gonna like, cool, I can now go watch fucking anime and watch whatever bullshit he's not gonna watch, and then I'll be like, cool, I'm gonna sit at home and play fucking video games, and like we're not both just sitting there like but I want to hang out. I miss you. And like bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, and we do, but it's like good to have that fucking space. You know what I mean?
Dude, like Samantha, she'll watch, 12 seasons of Grey's Anatomy or whatever the fuck. She'll watch fucking 8 seasons of One Tree Hill or something. And I'm like, yo, let's watch this new show where someone gets their head cut off in the first episode. And and that's for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's healthy.
Yeah.
You know what else is healthy?
What?
Smashing the fuck out of that like button, that subscribe button. This has been episode number 50 fucking 2. That's a year's worth of episodes, dude.
Yeah, I know, but it took us like 2 years to do it plus.
Fuck it.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
should we address that we're pieces of shit right now?
I mean, dude, we both have fucking lives. I've been so busy. We're not gonna. We might do it like more frequent. We might not. So fuck off. Deal with it.
If you're here and you're hearing this right now, we make this for you.
Yeah, 100%. If you're at this point right now, we do it because you're listening.
And we like just chopping it up sometimes. Yeah. It doesn't have to be this fucking weekly thing, but we do when we can. And
yeah. We were on a roll for a bit. I don't know how we were doing it weekly. I look back on that. I'm like, how did we do it?
Especially in person, dude.
Yeah, we somehow and we just would.
And it was like Eddie was doing it. We had Billy recording. It was like a whole operation, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
But we appreciate you guys if you are still here listening to us. We still enjoy it as less frequently as it is. We still like getting on here and shooting the shit. We're fucking best friends, dude. So. Yeah. And even if I'm not your best friend, you're my best friend, dude. I'm going to put you on the spot. Now you kind of have to say I'm your best friend. You know what I mean?
Yo, low-key, I've been thinking about it a lot lately. I'm not really sure.
You might be in my MySpace top 8, bro.
Yeah, you'd be like number 4.
Dude, I wasn't recording this whole time.
Are you serious?
No, I got you, though.
You motherfucker.
All right, but we'll probably post a clip or 2 from this. Probably 1 because we're lazy pieces of shit, but...
Yeah.
Last thing, though. Every week I get the whole... How many people have listened to your podcast email? Not YouTube, on like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Bro, people still listen to it every fucking week.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Some motherfuckers, you're here.
Yeah.
All right, well, we love you guys.
I'm fucking hungry. What should I go eat? Let's end it on that note. What should I eat right now?
You should eat shit. We'll see you guys later.